and welcome to the Drivers Room. This is the Festival of Speed, round 6, season 3 for tier 2. This week we are coming from Circuit to the South. It's the Le Mans track, if you're not sure of the name. Everyone knows it as Le Mans. So we'll take a look at the team standings here just before we head on down to the grid. Still in first place and actually extending their lead is Neon Knights, just falling back slightly. Team Firestorm in second. We've got Pegasus in third. They look quite secure now, ahead of Non Plus Ultra in fourth. JB Lads still in fifth after not a great week for them last week. You know, Big Scary Goat on 87, closing right up behind JB Lads, and may be able to snatch that fifth away as the season starts drawing towards a close. And then also we got Team Sega on 84 and 7th. They'll be looking to maybe jump the guys ahead as well. So a good battle forming up down the bottom of the leaderboard. We'll see how that pans out over the last couple of rounds here for Season 3. Let's head on down to the grid then, and we'll see how everybody got on during qualifying. So in first, we've got Kim on Racing Super Softs. In second, Mr. Sunday, Jason on Racing Softs. We've got Speed in third on Racing Super Softs. We've got Rocket in fourth on Racing Super Softs. Jammy in fifth with Racing Super Softs on the rear, Racing Softs on the rear. Boss with Racing Super Softs in 6th. Nightmare Racer in 7th with Racing Super Softs. Jules in 8th on Racing Super Softs. Hopefully his internet will hold up today for him. Myself, Craig P in 9th on Racing Super Softs. We've got Monroe in 10th on Racing Softs. Terminal Goat in 11th on Racing Softs. We've got Big Shadow in 12th on Racing Softs in the front, Racing Mediums on the rear, and last but not least, JC in 13th on Racing Softs. So that's the grid today for Tier 2 Round 6. Let's head to the front and see how they get on when the lights go green. So, we're ready to get Round 6 underway. See the revs building, guys waiting for the go. And they're away. A couple of guys making some great starts. See people diving out left and right. Kamaru is away though in first. We've got Rocker challenging Jason in second. Rocker is past him going up the hill. It's Jason just fighting back. Side by side through the second corner. Jason just gets ahead of Rocker. Jammy in fourth. Speed has dropped away down. He's down to fifth now from third on the grid. Jules looking to pick a pocket behind. We got Nightmare in 7th, Boss in 8th, Monroe now in 9th, JC up to 10th from 13th, myself dropped down to 11th, Big Shadow in 12th, and Terminal Goat down in 13th. But Kamaru has got away the cleanest, and he is already starting to break away from the pack behind. Jason following him in sister Team Firestorm car. As you see, Jules making a move on Jammy, and he's ahead as they reach the first chicane. So two Team Sega cars now side by side as nose to tail as Jules has gone past Jammy up into fourth. So at the minute you got Team Firestorm first and second, Team Sega in third and fourth as Jules goes past his teammate. Just using that bit of extra grunt from the F1. Does have a slight advantage over the DBR9 that way. But there's plenty of Astons fighting towards the front here today so far. Jammy trying to hold his own in fifth and stay in touch of Rocker ahead of him. Speed now in sixth. He's just trying to hold on to the group in front. Boss trying to close in behind from 7th. Nightmare following. Got myself in up to 9th now with Big Shadow behind. He's looking to go up the inside. As we head down to the heavy braking area, Big Shadow is backs out. Sensibly, they don't go side by side through there, and Big Shadow concedes the position back to myself. Terminal Goat in 11th, Monroe in 12th. It looks like we have lost JC, unfortunately. So that's both non-plus ultra cars out of round 6. And Grimlock, the other driver, has work commitments now. He's back in work from being in lockdown. Hopefully we'll see him back on the grid soon. So we see at the front it's closed up a bit here. Jason's actually ahead of Kamaru. What's happened there? Kim must have had an incident. Let's jump back and see. So we'll hop on board with Kamaru. He's still in first. Down this fast section. See Jason is behind there with Jules all over the back of him. Jason just has the run on the slipstream and he's taken the Sega car of Jules with him. No drama from Kamaru. He just got completely annihilated by the slipstream. And see Jules runs very wide there through that section, so breaks himself. So that's how Kamaru dropped out of first. Jamie now in third. Where has Jules gone? What have I missed? Jules is down in the 12th, and let's jump back and see what happened to Jules. So we're on board with Jules coming down towards this tricky fast right-hander. And oh, we've got a disconnect for Jules. That's what happened. That's what he wasn't braking then. More heartache for poor Jules. So that's promoted this man, Jamie, up into third. So sorry for Jules. Always runs very well and just keeps getting kicked square in the nuts by his internet. Rocker now 100 down. Jamie to try and get back into a podium spot. Nightmare coming under all sorts of pressure from speed. I think it was a slight tap there coming through the last chicane. Boss isn't too far behind if these two decide to start really fighting and open the floodgates for Boss just to ease on through. Goat is now up into 8th. Monroe's in 9th. Myself in 10th. Still not having the greatest of seasons. Big Shadow down in 11th. Barrow is back past Jason. Jason picking up a half-second penalty there through the chicane. Rocker is in 3rd. Speed in 4th. Jamie's dropped to 5th. Let's see what happened to Jamie. So jump on board with Jamie and heading down the first part of the back straight towards the chicane. He's just getting the overspeed over the DBR9 in front of Rocker. Takes the inside line. And he's forgot the brake there, but looks it also looked like a bit of weird lag, and now he's been reset. Nightmare scenario for Jamie, but he broke way too late there coming into the chicane. So we jump back with the race, and we have 3-4 cars here fighting over 4th spot. We've got Speed being followed by Jamie, but Speed's actually dropped it. Oh, nightmare there for Speed. He's for another driver. Looks like he's missed his braking point into the heavy braking zone. So that's what put him back behind and promoted Jamie, Boss, and Nightmare. Just have to climb back up onto this battle ahead in front. Nightmare and Boss going side by side to there, and Speed getting a boatload of oversteer there as he just tried to slam the power down. He's seen an opportunity and he's crawling all over the back of Boss now. See how close Speed is here to Boss, just sitting in the slipstream. Just see the F1 has a bit more power than the Aston does. Oh, Boss just runs wide and Speed slides on through. And he's just got himself out there braking and dropped it off the circuit. That allows Boss straight back through. A couple of drivers having some really oops moments. As I see myself up into 9th past Monroe in 10th. Big Shadow is having a bit of a nightmare at the back in 11th. But these two guys who have dominated Tier 2 pretty much most of the season, Kamaru and Mr. Sunday Jason, out in the lead by some stretch now. They have a 2.87 lead over Rocker in 3rd. Jason climbs all over the curb, attacking the sausage. Rocker's picked up a penalty there, 1.4 second penalty. We should get that burnt off. Track limit penalties are a bit of a nightmare here at Le Mans. Jamie in 4th. Nightmare now in 5th. They've all sort of spread out a bit now. Boss drop back in 6th. Goat in 7th, being followed by his teammate Speed in 8th. Myself in 9th, trying to catch them up ahead. Just completely lose it into the braking area. And Monroe in 10th. Big Shadow in 11th. So we're approaching the 10-minute mark. Looking at the tyres, probably going to be a one-stop race. Stopping around about halfway. Might see some guys maybe push it a bit further. Jamie heading down to the heavy braking area of the 2nd chicane. Little bit of a puff of smoke from the left rear there, so locked up slightly, but zoom through nice and cleanly. And going purple, Jamie is on a charge. Can he maintain it though for the rest of the lap? Nightmare now in 5th. Boss just behind. And he got Speed being followed by his teammate Goat. And myself. And a bit of a gap by myself now in 9th. everyone's sort of spacing out a bit now. There's no real battles going on. So quite a long lap here. Just under a 4-minute lap in these cars. Boss just dips a wheel off the track there on a bit of a dusty section. Nearly drops the car, but good recovery. Held it well. See speed giving her everything through that S section. Holding the fastest lap of the race so far with a 350.6. Looking dominant here today. Jason just getting the first part of that chicane run, but no real drama. Gathers it up quickly and back on his way. As Rocker isn't too far behind, he'll be hoping for a few more mistakes. Help him close up to Jason in second. Jamie having a fantastic run in fourth today. He's obviously liking the McLaren around Le Mans. If he manages to keep this position, I think it'll be his highest position finish for Team Pegasus. He joined this season after Team Cadbury was no more at the end of season 2. Nightmare just fighting the car coming out of the chicane. That's going to allow Boss a bit more momentum coming out there and close up behind. He's got speed following him with that crazy looking goat on the side of the BSG machine now. This man's having zero dramas now. He is stretching away from Jason. He's also on another fastest lap. He's really starting to pick the pace up now as the fuel drops in the car. As we're approaching the 15-minute mark, look at his tyres. He could probably push on further and have some really good tyres for the rest of his second stint. We'll see what the guy's plans are. Jason actually has worse tyres on the slightly harder soft compound. But Kim is driving like a man possessed today. He's come down this tier 2 and really dominated. He's 7/10 up on his best time. He's taking a bit of a break from DRFS, so after this season we won't see him gracing the grid, maybe for a season or 2, but he will be back. Coming up to finish his lap, and he's actually lost a bucket load of time in that last sector. Jason dives into the pits from second. So does Rocker, dives into the pits. Jamie has stayed out. It's quite a long pit here. Nightmare dives in. Seems to take forever for the car to get to the pit crew. Goat is coming in. He's being followed by myself. Goat, just takes it off the wall. So Boss hasn't pitted yet. He's up in the fourth with Rocker right behind him. Jason's pitted. Jammy hasn't. He's up in the second. See how that pans out. See if the undercut might work. The overcut, sorry, it's going longer, not shorter. So that instant in the pits for Goat has managed to let myself get ahead of him through the pits. He's still got a fraction more fuel than me. And Kim is now near 14 seconds ahead. As he slides into the corner, he's surely going to dive in the pits this time round. He's going faster again. So nearly 6/10 up. Just that final sector cost him in the last time. He was well, he lost a bit of time through the whole lap. At one point he was 1.5 seconds faster, but ended up being 2 seconds slower. 2 seconds, 2/10 slower. Scream of that Aston Martin there as it's coming down that short straight into that heavy braking area for the left-hander. Jammy having, as I said, a great run here today. Great to see Jammy at the front of the field. This man will be looking for his position back very shortly. Rocker is now past Boss. Just the superior tyres probably let Rocker past there. Speed in sixth, he's still has to pit as well. Him Nightmare in 7th. Myself in 8th, still ahead of Terminal Goat after Terminal Goat's suspect pit entry. Burying the front of his Aston into the wall. Oh, Munro really needs to pit. Munro's tyres are shot all to pieces. That left rear will be just a rim soon with no rubber on it. As you see, our leader jumps into the pits. And Big Shadow's been changed. So that's Kim into the pits. Here with his Team Milner pit crew, subcontracted out the Firestone. So that's Kamaru back out into the lead, and the camera has got stuck. Hate it when that happens at the pits. Really annoying. So Kamaru's back out into first. Jason is back to second after Jammy going into the pits. Rocker is also back up to third after Jammy stop. Jammy back into fourth. Speed still yet to pit. He's going to push on into the last 10 minutes here. Boss has been in. That's him with new tyres and a top up fuel. Nightmare is in 7th. Goat is now up into 8th. And myself down in 9th. So I had some sort of incident. Munro is jumping into the pits now. Yeah, he had absolutely no choice there. He drops it just as he crosses the pit line. So it's the closest the two Team Firestorm guys have been in a while. Jason already made up some ground on Kim through the pit in that lap earlier. The undercut has drawn him in closer. Jamie is now ahead of Rocker. Speed of his F1 is very good past as Rocker goes flying past in the background now. Just missed his braking point. Sorry, couldn't get the camera over to see where he ended up, but he's back, pointing in the right direction and going. Try and get some speed up before Speed catches him behind. Boss in a little bit of an area by himself, but Nightmare a little bit down the road behind. Goat is stretching away from myself. Monroe in 10th now. Big Shadow in 11th, not having the greatest races today for Big Shadow. See, still no one has beaten Kamaru's fastest lap. Not even himself after having a couple of laps. Definitely going faster. But, it's a target for people to get for the extra point. Jeremy now after Rocker's incident is well pulled away now in 3rd. Hopefully he can hold on. It'll be a great third position for Jamie today. He's got 7 minutes to hold on to it, which will be 2 to 3 laps. Probably 2. Although he's coming around towards the end of the lap, so we'll see. Rocker will be kicking himself after Anderson just missed his braking point. He's pulling away from Speed, so at least he's safe and 4th at the moment. And maybe if he can put pressure on Jamie, bringing the time down, the delta down between them, Jamie might be forced into a mistake. So it's not all over yet. Not over till they see the checkered flag. Not much happening now in the race. Everyone's pretty much built up gaps. It's quite a high-speed track, being for the Le Mans with LMP1s, etc. If you get a good run, it's hard to make up time on other people if they're flat out. Although Jason is closing and closing on Kim as he really aggressively dives into the chicane. Could have ended in tears. Jason now running purple. Lost a bit of time back to Kamaru now though. Rocker's comfortably dropping speed now. But he can't see Jamie ahead, so he's got a lot of work to do to catch him. Not a lot of time left to do it. Boss in 6th and Nightmare catching up behind him. Good little battle developing between these two. Goat in a world of his own now in 8th. Myself with horrendous penalties in 9th. Nobody around me. Rowe in 10th, Big Shadow in 11th. So Big Shadow's not had the greatest race today for himself, but he hasn't given up. He's still beating on around the track. Hats off to him for that. And Jason's now up past Kamaru. He's set the fastest lap last time round as well with a 150.59. So Mr. Sunday is on a charge. Will he dethrone the king? He'll stop the run of consecutive wins for Kamaru if he can hold on, but Kamaru's not letting him go. These guys are teammates. Hopefully they don't take each other out to a bit of a Red Bull or a Mercedes and collect each other. And he's going faster again. He's really pushing this Aston now. Jason has earned himself the nickname Mr. Sunday. He seems to come alive when it comes to these Sunday races. Fully expect him on the back of results of races this season, maybe to be pushed up into Tier 1 for Season 4, but we'll see as he sets a new fastest lap of a 3:49.7. Bar was at 3:51 last time round, but he's in the slipstream and not letting Jason get away at all. These two are going to battle it out here. This is going to be the last lap, I would say. Speed dives into the pits. He didn't have enough fuel to get round. Kamaru's just carrying more fuel than Jason. That's maybe Kamaru's Achilles heel at the moment. Although he's got a better exit out of that right-hander, and he is up past him down the straight. So Kamaru back up into first, and Jason tucked right in behind him. And he pulls out, and Jason has just got the nose of his Aston in front. Can he get it slowed down into the chicane? He can. Great driving from these two. Jason just runs a bit wide. That gives Kamaru the opportunity to go back up the inside. And that's Kim back up into first. These guys are leaving it all on the track. And this is exactly what we want in the driver's room. Fun, clean, fair racing. If you'd like what you see, get on Discord or get on Twitter and find us at Driversroom, and we can get you signed up and involved. And there's many great series running pretty much every night of the week, so hop on over. Always looking new drivers. But these guys are heading down the final part of the long back straight. Kamaru is still holding Jason off. We'll just quickly leave them on. Oh, Jason's looking, but just too far behind. We'll quickly jump away from these and check through the field. Jamie is still in third. He's got a good gap back to Rocker, who has a good gap back to Boss, who has a gap back to Nightmare, who has a gap back to Speed, who has a gap to Terminal Goat, who has a big gap back to myself, and another gap back to Monroe, and a gap to Big Shadow. So everybody has a gap, bar these two at the front. So we'll just stick with these as they finish their final lap. At Jason back up past Kamaru. They are not going to stop passing each other. You can imagine a team principal on the wall, pit wall, screaming down the radio and telling them to stop, but they don't look like they're going to stop anytime soon. Jason is back and heading into this twisty section towards the end. It's actually just saw in the background. It's allowed Jamie to close up a little bit, but he's going to be way too far back to get involved in these. Can Jason hold it now through this last sector and take the race win? Very fast flowing technical section round the back. I don't know the names of the corners here, but doesn't really matter. Jason runs wide. That's going to give Kamaru a bit of a advantage with momentum as you see him crawling all over the back of Jason. Jason picks up a penalty. That's going to screw Jason. Jason's got rid of the penalty. Kamaru has taken the lead, but he's letting Jason past. What a guy. What a teammate. Kamaru has let Jason past. Jason handbrake too early and give it to Kamaru. Kamaru tried to do the gentleman thing. Jason deserved the victory after a hard race. Jamie finishes in third, but Jason just handbraked a little bit too early in celebration, giving Kim the win. So Rocket's going to come home in fourth. Decent race again from Rocket today. Boss with a good run in fifth for Team Pegasus. Nightmare's coming home in sixth. Speed's going to finish in seventh. Terminal Goat in eighth. Myself in ninth. Monroe in 10th. And Big Shadow in 11th. So that's it for round 5. Come and join us next round 5, round 6. I don't even know what race we're doing, or this is round 6. That's it for the race. Join us next week where we'll have action from round 7. Thanks very much. See you later, guys.